I spoke to you before the game, Erik, and you said that you wanted your defence to be athletic and strong and quick to the ball. I think you probably got that out of them tonight, didn't you?
I think so. I think it was definitely a really good performance from the back four, with the goalie as well. A really good performance, and the skills, what I wanted to see on the pitch, I saw back.
It feels like a big win.
Yeah, it is a big win. Coming from last week's performance, we knew today that we had to show desire and belief, and so glad that we got the 3 points today.
It felt like a big step forward.
Yeah, no, it definitely feels like this. I mean, compared to the feelings we had after the last two games, I mean, this is a big difference, and it gives hopefully a good boost towards the next games.
Was there a level of togetherness that we've not seen from that back four previously this season? They seem to be a proper unit.
They were a unit, but we're bringing in the rules, and I think maybe this lineup was the first time that they act together. But I'm sure we have also other defenders, and we train also in other constellations, and they can bring the same.
I think the overriding feeling from watching it and commentating on it was a feeling of togetherness in that squad. Just watching high fives of tackles and well defended corners and the transitions, everything felt very together. Did it feel like that on the field?
Yeah, for sure. We've been working on that a lot this past week in training, and today you could see it showed. But now it's all about keeping this momentum and producing this every week.
What do you think was the difference this evening?
I think our intensity. I think compared to the Brentford game, obviously we made a few mistakes that gave them really the game at their advantage. And today we started on the front foot and with a better team in the first half, I would say.
What did you make of the performance as a whole? Was that closer to what you want from your side?
Definitely. We saw a team, we saw a spirit, we saw also a real connection between the players, and then you can see you can make it a good team, you can make it really difficult, even though you can win them, you can beat them, and that is what we did. So that gives a good feeling, but also when you have that spirit out of the good organization, and I think there's still a lot of room for improvement.
Do you think that goal for Marcus Rashford this evening will be the first of many this season? Will it open the floodgates for him to score more?
I think he has definitely the potential. I've seen that in pre-season, in the games, but also in training. He's in finishing, he's magnificent. So it's about the team. We have to bring him in the right situation. But what for Marcus Rashford is, I think, is also for other players who can do that, who can score goals.
High intensity is how I would describe watching that tonight. It's obviously a feature of Erik Ten Hag, and the manager is obviously wanting you to play like this. You were seeing cramp and tiredness starting to creep in at the end of the game. How much of a difference is it to the way that you've played previously?
From pre-season we knew it was going to be intense, and as players we're happy to play this style. We're very young, we're energetic, so we can produce these type of performance today. But it's all about just keeping this momentum and just carry on.
Slightly different position again for you today, and came good for you, didn't it? That's a proper number 8 position, and the ability to link up play. Did you enjoy that tonight?
Yeah, no, I think even on the ball, I think the whole team could have done a few times a lot better than we did today. But I think in general, I think intensity, getting on the level and getting to follow into how Liverpool play and play and to punish them how they play. Of course, wherever I play, I'll try to make or create a good figure. And today was how the game ended or started. I mean, it was good for me.
As well as the intensity, I thought there was a real feeling of togetherness in that side today, maybe more so than we've seen previously. Watching the defenders celebrate tackles and keeping the ball out of the back of the net, and just everybody sort of on the same page. Did it feel like that on the field?
Yeah, no, it did. I mean, I think it started with after losing 2 times. I mean, this week has been about coming together and getting back to the basic. I mean, we didn't do that against Brentford, so we needed to show that we were still a basic team, but still better than just doing the basic, and I think we did that today. And of course, with the South American and a bit of a Spanish style, I mean, there's a lot of passion towards the defensive side, but also the offensive side. I mean, we tried to do whatever we could.
What was the difference when Anthony Martial came on at half-time? He gave you something that you didn't necessarily have in the first 45 minutes.
Yeah, in the first 2 games, but I think also Anthony Elanga had really good actions. But with him, he wasn't available for 90 minutes after his injury, but he gives on the ball also a way out for a team. He can be a target, he knows the right positions, he has the skills to play through, and so you saw it with the second goal. So I think it was the right moment to bring him on the pitch.
Have you set a standard with that performance, do you think? Is that something that you want to achieve again and
I
again?
think so. Obviously, coming from the loss last week, it hit hard with all of us. We had to, like today, we knew it was going to be a big game and we had to turn it around. And, again, like I said, we just have to keep this momentum and, just carry on.
When I spoke to you before the game, you also spoke about wanting your wingers to hurt Liverpool. I think they did that tonight, didn't they? Looking at Jadon Sancho, who picked up the first goal, and Marcus Rashford that picked up the second. Did you get it right?
Yeah, you are totally right. And that was the plan. But I'm convinced they can be really a threat. Right? They are really a weapon against every opponent. As long as their focus and the energy is there with them, it's really difficult to stop them. So it's about the team to get them in the right situation, but also about themselves to get into with the right approach, with the right focus into the game and battling in defending, pressing, but also in runs and dribbles and combinations behind.
You probably don't get credited for the assist, but that opening goal was down to your pass through. How nice is it to have runners through behind like that you can pick out with those through balls?
Yeah, no, I think I still got a shot before on the pass I got, but luckily it ended up in something nice. But no, it was lovely. I mean, we have some very quick players, and how we played today and how Liverpool played suits us well to go behind. And it's good to play with players who wants to play football and run.
Fantastically taken goal, Jadon. When it opens up like that, what goes through your head? Because obviously you pause and all of a sudden the channel opens up for you to put it into the bottom left-hand corner. How difficult is it to be that calm in that situation?
Well, to be fair, I've been in them situations many of times. So, once I've chopped inside, I just knew I had to keep cool and just, I seen the gap and, I trusted myself and I finished it.
And James Milner comes flying past you. It's just one of those where you just have to take a minute and then into the bottom left-hand corner.
Yeah, for sure. You have to, compose yourself and just be calm.
Is this the level? Is this the standard that you now have to achieve every week?
I don't want to talk about such definitions, but what I demand is that players bring the top spirit every day. Every day they have to bring it to the club. It has to be a way of life, and I hope they understand it's only working a high performance, high level, if you have that spirit and if you have that focus, and if you accept that you have to hurt yourself, that you have to suffer to finally to get the best level out of you.